lot of these guys just trying to feel these cars out to begin with.
A lot of the Andretti.
Whoa! Big moment. VeeKay in the wall hard.
And everything that Kelly had just said goes out the window. Oh boy.
A lot of damage on that car. Front suspension, rear suspension. Sorry for that language.
States did not imagine.
Guy touched the white line and got on the apron.
Man, he was way over that line.
Too low, and it just turned on him, like you said, Townsend. Just you need to be up a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
That's just a rookie mistake.
A massive one. Yeah. You don't even want to touch that line. Is actually on the banking, I believe, and you don't even want to touch the paint because that's your warning. And in this case, he was almost a foot down below that, it seemed like, with the left front.
Hard hit. Just
NBC it. Watch that left front tire. At this point, I mean, I'm just shocked at how far over the line, Paul, he was attempting to go there.
Yeah, he was just too low. You know, you want to be about a couple inches off of that as a veteran driver right there. Guys like Tony Kanaan and Ed Carpenter, his team owner, know exactly where to run. But
if you start with your race downforce, work on race setup, and oh boy, not again. That's Ed Carpenter.
Yeah. I got to think that these guys are maybe just
right rear is flat.
This will tell us further what happened. Actually,
no.
Yeah,
he lost it off of 4 and just lucky he didn't really hit anything.
Probably going to see an explosion here, air explosion, with the rears right there. Right rear goes down, then left rear.
Super lucky not to hit anything.
Yeah.
Looks like the right front might have even popped too.
I think the left rear tire just kissed the wall just there, ever so slightly, but that was an extremely lucky escape for Ed Carpenter. So both ECR Chevrolets with incidents during this practice session here at Texas Motor Speedway. And remember that
up 2 wide, 12 deep as we see Carpenter.
Super late.
Man,
spin.
That's late in the corner.
Super late spin. The corner's pretty much over by then, but he said he had a big push going on, and when you have a big push, you got a lot of steering lock on, and then when it grabs, it looks like it just lost the rear, Townsend.
Yeah, you know, push mid-corner. So
a couple more on the bottom here. Get to the bottom here now.
Wow, look at the slide that Ericsson had.
Big slide. Then Rossi, he was high, just got up high, brushed the wall, pretty light contact, and then he just kind of.
That's exactly like Hinchcliffe's crash. Hinchcliffe's crash in the race last year with the broken right rear toe link. Same issue for Hunter-Reay. I'm going to say it again. I think this darkness of compound
grip level wise.
Well, I think as you're rolling back onto full throttle at the exit here, just again, for your entire career, dark track means grip. That means tire rubber has transferred to the track, and in this case, it's really the traction compound chemical that's transferred to the surface. And I could see it already with Ericsson. I mean, Ericsson, he had a full-on slide going.
Yeah, big slide opposite lock just in front of him. So that coming off of turn 2 looks to be the danger zone, Marty, because this is where the action's been going down, other than Ed, who had the big spin coming off of 4.
In Honda. Here is his teammate and last year's pole sitter, Takuma Sato.
Yeah, he's real quick.
No! Taku!
Head on. That's a hard hit on the nose. Lost it on entry.
Man, that rear end came around quick and early.
Super loose. That car was real free, and they must have trimmed it out, Townsend, because it like turned right away on the entry phase of the corner. In the corner, as he's entering into the corner, and it just goes loose right away. So that,
but
you know, they must have trimmed it out pretty well.
You notice how high he was? He was nowhere near the groove. I have to see that again, but
Yeah, I wonder if he was just arcing, late arc, trying to keep it down on the exit, not push off.
But
you
as
know,
we saw in practice, there's just no grip up high.
Yeah, he is really high up, super high up in the groove. But a lot of times, guys arc it into the corner high because they want to keep it low on the exit.
Yeah.
And that sealer, that stuff they put down for the NASCAR race, just has no grip in it right now.
Dark section from the traction compound sprayed last November is a big crash. Álex Palou, I believe, the 55, and Rinus VeeKay.
Two rookies have their maiden race ended with a huge crash.
And that's the second crash in the span of about 6 hours for Rinus VeeKay. He was the one that got backwards in practice.
Way up high is Rinus VeeKay, and he's losing it. And Palou has nowhere to go. So it looked like Palou was actually coming out of the pits at that time, and VeeKay was up against the wall and lost it and spun down in it. Poor Palou had nothing to do with that.
Total victim. Wrong place at the wrong time. Left of your screen is Rinus VeeKay up super high. Car gets loose.
Both of these guys, we spoke to them both yesterday. Their goal simply get to the finish, run all 200 laps.
Palou got way down at the bottom of the track, but the car was just coming for him, and he was just an innocent bystander in that.
And huge disappointment for the Spaniard, Álex Palou, and he came over to the radio to tell him.
Rosenqvist is fighting with James Hinchcliffe, trying to get by that Genesis car, and Marco Andretti goes right around the outside.
He's up
Rosenqvist!
Hang on to it, hang on.
Oh, what a shame.
I think there's
Felix
a crash up
Rosenqvist.
the road potentially. No, just Rosenqvist in the fence. Disaster. What a run he had going. He can't believe it.
Just got frustrated with the traffic and knew that he had to close that gap.
What happened to the NTT data car? Was there a slight tap there?
I think there was.
I don't know if they touched. I think that Hinch was a little bit high in the line.
Watch this,
and
Paul.
he was way up there.
Yeah, it was close. I think you're right. I don't think there was contact.
Yeah, Hinch was up flirting on that, and it was just too high.
Scott Dixon, as he comes to the checkered flag, wins in Texas to kick the season off. Caution flies at the same time as the checkers. Charlie Kimball in the wall, but Dixon starts the 2020 season on a high. Fourth win here in Texas.
Twice to finish up in 8th, so that's a fantastic drive for Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Charlie Kimball cutting across the front there of James Hinchcliffe. He was on fresh tires too, going for it, trying to have a big finish, and it just didn't work out, and that's a shame because Kimball had an outstanding